So hello there. Today for dinner is a bit of a thing. I'm going to show you something here because even though it is very simple, you would be amazed how many people don't know how to prepare their fishes. Here I have a piece of trout. Now this is a nice fishy. It was a live fishy. You want to see it? Well, it's going to be my dinner. And actually, you can't straight up put that on a grill. What you got to do, see along here, it's the belly, right? The fish's belly. It's easier to do than an animal. What you do is you cut it along there. It helps if your knife is a bit sharper. I need to dig out my sharpening thingy-majig. But you slit it along its belly, like that. You see that? It all falls out. Now that is all the guts. You really don't want to eat that stuff. Just to make sure, because not all falls directly out. It helps if you squeeze it, because it sort of coaxes it along. But just get your knife in there and scrapey, as it were. The next step is a bit of a thing. There are several ways you can do this. Now, some people, like my friend Jim, they like to cook the fishy with the head on. I'm not so, I don't know, it's one of those things. I cut the head off myself, because the gills here, you can cut them out. If you open it up, you can sort of see how that works. But what I do is start just below the gill. You just cut the head off. And the gills along with it. And you cut the tail off. And what you're left with is the body of the fish. But first I better wash this out, because all that gunk, I don't want to be eating that. So this will be the next part right here, because having washed out my fishy, I've made sure that all the muck is gone. And as you do this, what you'll notice is what I'm about to show you here. Because this being my fish, minus the head and minus the tail, if you look in the bottom here, you finish cutting it all along the bottom, you will discover that, there we go, that needs a bit more cleaning. Not only will you discover any hangabout bits of mulch, but you'll also notice that there's a load of bone in there. Now, what you can do is cook it on the bone and then slide the flesh off, but it makes life a bit difficult, and say the bones have a way of falling apart as you do it, unless you know the correct method, which I do, but it's going to be a different thing now. Opening it up, you'll see all the bones along here, stringy things, but if you get your finger in there, you can literally just pull the bone right out. It saves you a lot of the aggros. And what it is, well, I'm going to throw that over there for now and deal with it in a bit. But the end result is you have a nice, clean, open bit of flesh. You'll also notice these bits here. Now, they're the fins, and they've got bones attaching in there, but let them just pop out. There are more technically correct ways of doing that, but just pull the fuckers out because it works all the fucking same. And the end result is a nice piece of fish minus its bones.